K Black Boxing coming to you with another video. As you see, the brother Terence Crawford is on the screen. You know, he holds all the belts, man. It's a wonderful day in boxing. The IBF, WBA, WBC, WBO, as well as the Ring Magazine. He holds all the belts, man. He is the true king of boxing right now. He's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. You know, this is how it goes, man. I know when he was doing the interview yesterday, you know, they basically asked him about, you know, Andre Ward is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. But what he basically they asked him, like, what do he think about being pound for pound? And he was even, you know, Terence Crawford said, you know, he liked Ward and Ward's one of his favorite fighters. He said, but he topped him after last night's performance, and I agree with him. Terence Crawford is definitely the #1 pound for pound fighter. The reason why I put this picture up is because I wanted him to see this picture right here is taken from a downward angle, and he's basically looking down on his haters, down on the detractors, and down on the individuals that said that belts don't matter. You know, even the interviewer, you know, was basically asking him, saying like, well, some people think belts don't matter, and he corrected him and said, well, belts do matter. In my opinion, the reason why they try to do that is because they try to downplay the accomplishment of Terence Crawford already from the jump, because they already know they want to continue to push a narrative that someone else is #1. And they're not. This guy right here on this computer screen is a #1 fighter. He's the #1 fighter. He's the king of his division. Like, you know, like he stated, it's good to know that it's only one king. And in his weight class, man, he holds all the belts. Everything goes through Terence Crawford, man. You know, he even dispelled. They basically trying to ask him about. I heard it was hard for him to make weight, and every little thing they try to say, he would say, you know, hey, he didn't know what they was talking about. You know what I mean? He made where he can make the weight comfortably and continue to do what he got to do at 140 pounds. Me personally, I hope he stay, you know, at least for a couple fights, at least to defend that title. Because I know eventually he's gonna move up, man. You know, it is kind of hard to continue to make the same weight over and over, especially as you get older. You know, I believe Terence Crawford's 29 right now, man, and he still got a lot of upside. So the guys at welterweight, you know, they're going to be there. I know, like I said in my other video, it's time for them to start making some money, man. But I would definitely like for him at least to defend all the titles. It'd be good, man. At least a couple of times. You know, he can fight, like I said, he can fight the Lipinets guy to get that out the way. And, you know, possibly fight Mikey Garcia if Mikey Garcia is willing to fight him. You know, I've seen some of them. I've seen like Lipinets talking shit, talking shit on Ndongo and talking about that. They took the belt from him and all that. Motherfucker, Lipinets, she wouldn't have did no damn better. Okay? And Ndongo and Crawford would have whooped your ass. You know, I'm glad they just didn't let your motherfucking ass. You just wanted to fight for a vacant title. Bitch ass dude, because you wasn't going to fight Ndongo. You didn't want to fight Ndongo, or you ain't going to fight Crawford. So I hope Crawford whoop your motherfucking ass so you can already get, you know, rid of. You know what I mean? All of these European fighters, they be trying to up them up so damn much. Even they got 10, 12 fights. And they already try to make them the best of the best, man. I'm going to say that video for another one, man, about Teddy Atlas' ass. I'm going to have to, you know, go ahead and spit that fire, man. It's going to be Vintage K Black, you know, because, hey, if you don't like a person cursing, well, don't watch that video, man, because I'm going to go get, you know, live and in depth, and then Teddy Atlas' motherfucking punk ass. But anyway, before I go to that video, I'm going to continue to talk about, you know, the phenomenal fighter as we looking at Terence Crawford, man. Like I said, Julius Ndongo, hold your head up high. You don't have to go anywhere. You can still beat those guys at 140. And, you know, Terence Crawford just was the better man. And, you know, there's levels to it, man. You know, it's just phenomenal. I did say I would like to see the winner have all the belts put everywhere, man. This is Terence Crawford doing. He's holding one in his hand. He got the other one across his shoulder, two across his shoulders, one across his shoulder, one around his waist, man. That's how a true champion should be like, man. WBA, WBO, WBC, IBF, and the Ring Magazine, man. I don't know what happened to the IBO, but it really doesn't matter. It's a minor title, you know. But, hey, if that was on the line, it is what it is. I would like for him to carry that, too. But regardless of what he is, the Undisputed is without a doubt, you know who the #1 fighter is. You know who the man is in his division. Terence Crawford, man. what do he do next? You know, the sky is the limit, and I believe he's already in the sky. He's going to surpass that, man. Nobody is messing with this guy right now. Terence Crawford is his own man. You know, this is what boxing is about. You know, everybody should definitely give props to Terence Crawford, and you know, continue to cover this guy, man. You know, it's not over. You know, I was listening to 78 Sports TV video, and he's basically saying how Andre Ward might be interested in fighting Adonis Stevenson now, because he basically got inspiration after seeing Terence Crawford have an undisputed, you know. So if that is true, hope that happens. That'd be good for the sport of boxing, man. The more titles won, the more undisputed boxers, man. It's good for the sport, you know. So same with Triple G. If you get past Canelo, man, go ahead and go out to the Billy Joe Saunders and become undisputed, man. No matter what you do, man, if you can get past Canelo, undisputed is what you should be going, man. I know Billy Joe Saunders might not have the name as big as Canelo, man, but go for undisputed, and you know, hey, once you do that, man, nobody can really never say nothing about you after that, man. If you become an undisputed fighter, you know what I mean. And, you know, people can nitpick no matter what. Nobody's above criticism, but when you become undisputed, man, nothing tops that. You know, so if Andre Ward is serious about that, go ahead and fight it down, Steve. See what you can do. See if both of y'all can put aside the differences and get that fight in order, man. You know, and for Triple G, you know, and I'm saying those two guys specifically because they got 3 of the major titles, and it'll be easier for them to go ahead and unify, man. So it is what it is, man. Terence Crawford, the new pound-for-pound king, #1. He's the undisputed champion, holds the WBO, WBC, IBF, as well as the WBA titles, man. This dude right here, Terence Crawford, is something special. Like I said, when I first seen him, I knew he was the goods, and he continued to prove that, man. Terence Crawford definitely is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter. I don't care what nobody says. It is what it is. Tune in to my next video, man, because I'm going to go in live on Teddy Adler's ass, and it's just real talk. K Black Boxing signing out. Like, comment, subscribe.